A prince from Troy slipped past the dawn and stole a queen of mine. Paris took her from fair Sparta, left her kingdom torn and wild. He led her like a whisper home, left every fatherless child. Oh, rage like thunder, heart on the run. When honor's gone, you can't hold the sun. I'm packing my sorrow and slowing my stride. If you take my reason, we gon' fight tonight. They gathered like the thunderheads, 100 names in the dust. Mighty men from every town, sworn to steal and sworn to trust. Ajax, Nestor, Diomedes, noble hearts and iron hands. We rode for honor, rode for Helen, rode to save our native lands. Oh, rage like thunder, heart on the run. When honor's gone, you can't hold the sun. I'm packing my sorrow and slowing my stride. If you take my reason, we gon' fight tonight. I pulled my sword into the sheath, left my pride out by the gate. Can't trade my soul for a lowly crown, can't answer petty hate. They call me glory, call me leader, but the truth won't bend or lie. If a king would take what's mine for show, then I'll not bleed or die. A borrowed breastplate caught the sun, brother went where I should have stood. Patroclus fell among the dust the day it tasted like wood. They brought him back with broken hands, the camp was quiet as the grave. One name lies heavy on my tongue, for him I'll cross that wave. Oh, rage like thunder, heart on the run. When honor's gone, you can't hold the sun. I'm carrying my sorrow, but I won't hide. You took my reason, now I ride. You took my reason, now I ride. Night's a black horse under boot, and I sharpen every thought. Hector's shadow walks the wall, he paid for what he bought. I'll chase him through the dust and blood, for him my glory's cause. I swear on bone and buried friend, I'll kill him where he falls. Sun rose on the ramparts, dust hung low like prayer. Two heroes walked the morning with the weight they had to bear. One lost in his anger, ice cold steel sung his pain. The other held his city close, honoring his name. Steel meets sorrow on a highway made of stone. Two worn out heroes, one far from home. Hearts beat heavy, boots kick up the dust. Love and honor, blood and rust. Hector stood like a father where the mothers watched and wept, protecting little doorways where the tired children slept. Achilles came like thunder, his wrath a blazing flame, carrying a hurt that no one else could name. Steel meets sorrow on a highway made of stone, two worn out heroes, one far from home. Hearts beat heavy, boots kick up the dust, love and honor, blood and rust. The circle like two old dogs, remembering every scar. Words were cheap as armor when the fight was all you are. A promised wreath, a shouted prayer, a mother's midnight cry. Every step between them was a lifetime passing by. Then a spear struck true, a cry split through the open sky. Dust turned into memories where young men go to die. One man stood in glory, one man lay there where he's slain. Both of them just soldiers in a war tragic game. Steel meets sorrow on a highway made of stone, two worn out heroes, one far from home. Hearts beat heavy, boots kick up the dust, love and honor, blood and rust. When the fire's cool and the stories found they're told, they carve their legend deep into a soldier's soul. No one won the grieving, everyone paid the price. Just two lonely echoes of soldiers' sacrifice. Hearts beat heavy, boots kick up the dust, love and honor, blood and rust. Underneath the stars, where shadows grow, Hector fell in battle, morale went in tow. The walls of Troy stood strong, a fortress built to last. Whispers of greed defeat were spreading fast. With every arrow flying, hope began to fade. The heart of every soldier felt the price they had paid. Oh, the walls were holding, but the tide was turning fast. A secret in the shadows, a plan they'd forged at last. The Trojan horse stood silent, a gift wrapped in disguise. Little did they know it would lead to their demise. As night fell over Troy, the cheers began to rise. With laughter echoing through the city, they believed deadly lies. The warriors inside crept out into the dark. With victory in their hearts, they ignited the spark. The gates swung wide and chaos filled the air. The dreams of mighty Troy were laid out bare. All the walls were holding, but the tide was turning fast. A secret in the shadows, a plan they'd forged at last. The Trojan horse stood silent, a gift wrapped in disguise. Little did they know it would lead to their demise. Achilles fought with fury, his wrath a blazing flame. But in the end a faithful arrow would seal his name. The greatest of the warriors laid low in dust and pain, his legend carved in history, painted with a blood-red stain. The city burned to ashes, the cries filled up the night. The legacy of Troy ended in a pale moonlight. Her walls a ghostly poem of glory and of loss, a tragedy of heroes and the heavy cost. Oh, the walls were holding, but the tide was turning fast. A secret in the shadows, a plan they'd forged at last. The Trojan horse stood silent, a gift wrapped in disguise. Little did they know it would be their demise. So here's to Achilles and the fall of mighty Troy. Two tales intertwined, both filled with grief and joy. Though their names are carved in stone and buried deep away, we still sing about them to this very day. In every heart they linger, in every song we sing, to legends of the Iliad and lesson it did bring.